Last week, Expedia rolled out their Partner Recovery Program that includes $250 million of marketing credits and temporary reduction in commission for hotels. So my question, will hotels take advantage of this program?
I have no doubt that hotels who are desperate to fill any extra room they can will absolutely take part in programs like this, right? Expedia saying, hey, we're going to help you. You're not going to have to pay. We're going to do extra marketing on your behalf, and we'll bring you room nights. Hotels are going to be desperate for it. But be wary, hoteliers. This is a little bit of a tricksy proposition. And I fear that hotels really are like facing a choice right now, and I don't know how clear it is. But I think there's a choice. There's a moment where hotels are either going to take the OTA pill and become more reliant on OTAs than ever before. And at this time of need, when hotels don't have marketing budget to spend, that's very, very appealing. Or they're going to say, there's a new opportunity today. Consumers want to have information about the stay, hygiene standards and everything more than ever before. They want that direct relationship. Here is an opportunity to actually reset the balance towards hotels. And Expedia, obviously, quite rightly, they're a business, they've got to look out for their shareholders, have come out with an enticing proposition that will tempt a lot of hotels. But my warning to many is be careful what you get yourself into. Be careful of the contracts you sign in these hours of apparent weakness. Actually, right now is a moment of strength.
Anyone else?
So I feel like that's a bit of a platitude that marketing throws out every time there's something like this that happens, whether it was 9/11 or the Great Recession or now. And absolutely, hotels need to focus on that relationship with their guests, on driving direct bookings. But you had mentioned, hotels that are desperate to fill rooms may be more inclined to take advantage of this offer. That's everybody right now. I think almost across the board, right? So I think the more important focus for hotels is how do they intelligently maximize all their channels, and everyone should evaluate this program, whether it will work for their hotel. It will work great for some people not so much, but hotels need to focus on their direct channels, but they do need to focus on how they can maximize Expedia, Booking, all of these other major channels as well, because they can't focus exclusively on direct and think that there's going to be just like this paradigm shift in how people are booking. They need to really maximize all of their channels. I don't know, Andrew down there.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's some good in it, right? And we always advocate having a mixed portfolio of channels that you're using so you're not overly reliant on one. And most hotels are going to need OTAs in some way, shape and form. So it's not all bad in this. But it's a fantastic piece of PR by Expedia when you start breaking it down, frankly. I mean, they have some really good PR people. I know because I hired some of them when I was there. But it's a fantastic piece of PR when you break it down, because what they actually say is $275 million of credits. And then if you break that down a little bit further, they're advertising credits, which you can use on Expedia. Now, I could be wrong, but I suspect that advertising on Expedia is not sold out at the moment. So this is kind of unused inventory anyway. And then there's a few more caveats within that as well. So your advertising is running on Expedia. So that's driving more bookings for Expedia. There's 25 million, which is for destination co-marketing, which, it's not bad, but they do destination co-marketing anyway. And again, that co-marketing is on Expedia. So it's something that they're already doing, which is slightly repackaged. And again, inventory, I can't imagine a lot of tourism boards are spending a lot of money at the moment either. So it's kind of a way of enticing that business back for them. The 10% reduction on commission, well, the commission that independent hotels get from Expedia is not amazing to start off with. And 10% off whatever they're paying wherever they are in the world, 10% off 25% or 20% or 15%, depending where you are in the world. It's not a huge amount, and really what you want right now is bookings anyway. But there are some good things in there. It's not bad to have a slight reduction on commission. They have made their academy open to help train staff who are on furlough. They're letting you promote things which are important at this time, like the cleanliness measures that you're taking. And they're opening up their market insight platform as well, which could give hoteliers a lot of interesting data. But frankly, the caveats around this $275 million for me are where I have a bit of a problem with it. First, it's not really that amount of money. It's stuff they've got to give away anyway. And secondly, it's only that much if people take advantage of it. And thirdly, as Charlie rightly says, when you start looking at what you have to do to get that, you have to give away some of your best rates. You have to make things available at wholesale rates for the packaging. So it's not as amazing as perhaps some of the PR would suggest it is, in my view. But that's not to say it's all bad.
Can't you, I mean, you don't have to sign up for the program and you can still be on Expedia, right?
Sure you can. I mean, I think you're giving them your lowest retail rates, you're giving away competitive pricing on packaging, and you're participating in their member-only deals with like 90 million members. And then there's another bit in there around providing access to their wholesale network. Well, that's okay, but some of those wholesale rates have a nasty way of sneaking out in places that you don't necessarily want them to as well. So it's not, it is a buyer beware situation. And if it suits you, if you use Expedia a lot anyway, and you're reliant on it as a channel, particularly if you're in the US where Expedia is a big channel, it's worth looking at.